everyone, it's Kelly. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be all about my top 10 favorite covers on my TBR. So I have some books right here, and then I have like that I don't own physically, but their covers are pretty. And I'm going to go start with those two first. So the first one is Magonia by Maria Devana Headley, and it's got this beautiful feather on it, and the feather is like falling into pieces and turning into birds, and it's just beautiful. This book is about a girl, Ava. She has been plagued with this mysterious lung disease since she was a baby, and she's got a feather in her lungs. I don't know. I really want to read this book. It's been on my TBR forever, and also the second book in this duology is like an anchor, and I love anchors. Feathers and anchors are like my come to me. And I'm making this video because in all of my anticipated videos so far this year of anticipated books that being released every month, I gush about the covers. So I decided to make another video all about the covers that I am obsessed with, and Magonia is the first on this list. The second book is The Golem and the Jinni by Helen Wecker, and if you have been watching me for a long time, then you know how much I love architecture on my book covers. I don't know what it is, but this is giving me like Paris or India vibes with the arch. I love architecture. Give me a book that has like Middle Eastern or Russian or African architecture, and then you got me. I'm hook, line, and sinker. But this is about Chava is a golem, a creature made of clay brought to life by a disgraced rabbi who dabbles in dark Kabbalistic magic, created to be the wife of a man who dies at sea on the voyage from Poland. Chava is unmoored and adrift as the ship arrives in New York Harbor in 1899. Ahmed is a jinni, a being of fire born in the ancient Syrian desert, trapped in an old copper flask, and released in New York City, though still not entirely free. And I've heard so many good things about this book, and the cover is just gorgeous. It's stunning. It's like nighttime spooky blue, and it's got the gold border around it. Also, the second book is really pretty too, called The Hidden Palace. So yes, this cover is just everything to me. If I could get my favorite covers printed and like on a canvas or in a poster, I would hang them up like movie posters, which when we build our house, which we are going to start clearing off the land pretty soon, I'm going to have like book covers like printed and hung up on the wall, kind of like movie posters in the theater. So yes, that's my goal for my library. Time to get into the stack. So oh my god, okay. So this one is The Storm Runner by J.C. Cervantes. It is based on Mayan mythology, and we're going to be reading this soon. My kids are learning about ancient Mayas, and so this is perfect. And I'm just loving this cover. It has got some of my favorite color combos in it. It's got the mix between red and purple and blue. It's got the skull like hidden in the background, and then this ominous green blue going into the cave. It's just great. And then these eyes, they're golden and they stick out, and it's just freaking perfect. The covers for these books, along with every other Rick Riordan Presents book, they just have the best colors incorporated for their books. And I think a color on a cover says a lot about a book. It can set the mood for your reading experience and how you plan, or how the book is going to be perceived, or how the author wants you to feel while reading. Or it can just match the title, like Storm Runner. This is like the color of a storm and like a sunset, and obviously the mountain is exploding, the volcano, and it's just beautiful. I know people will say don't judge a book by its cover, but first impressions. You have to judge a book by its cover. Some of the oldest books ever with the crappy covers, I have to say, are not my favorite because the covers are just bad. And so I expect the content, the story, to be awful. So, yes, I love this. But I have been burned by books with beautiful covers before. So, all of these books could just be awful in my opinion, and this video would just be me being a dummy. This next book, its cover is very busy in my opinion, and it's kind of like a I Spy, because you need to find some things, and that is Woven in Moonlight by Isabel Ibanez. And the colors, it's just all coral and green and dark, and so it's beautiful. I love all the animals on the cover as well, and I'm sorry if my light is like blinding, but and the text, it's written in silver, which pops out a little bit, but it would have been better if it was like embossed as well, and along with the stars. And then the threading on the blanket right here, the foiling on these little threads at the bottom, it takes away, it like catches the eye, and it takes away from all of the animals. The sloth, the jaguar, the cobra, and like the I Spy aspect. After a couple weeks of having this book, I looked at it and I noticed this pair of eyes. And then I noticed the girl holding a dagger. Next cover is an Owlcrate exclusive. So I like this one more because the original cover is all just one color. This one brought in some pinky purples and like mixed in another color with the original. So it gave it this teal green, and it kept the blue, and then it brought in the purple, and it actually colored in the hands, which these icons, these pictures, were totally lost to me when I was looking at the original cover, which made me want to read this book all the more. And then getting this one, it's beautiful. And the spine is gorgeous as well. It's got like a mermaid spine, and I still haven't read it. And the second book is out now, I think, and it's the Owlcrate edition is all purple, which they're tying in with this purple. This book I have in my hands was in my first ever book haul on my channel, and I still have not read it because it's the second book in a series, and that is Skin of the Wolf by Sam Cabot. The first book is Blood of the Lamb, and this cover is just simplistic. It's beautiful. It's two of my favorite colors, red and black, and it's got like a sword pommel with a wolf head on it. It's beautiful, and it kind of looks like wolf paws if you think about it. And then it's got corn, and it's got a Native American thing at the bottom, like I know the name of it, but it's not coming to me. I saw it, I watched a documentary the other day that had something similar to this, that, I don't know, kind of like a blanket or a belt, kind of like a belt, but yes, so I'm very intrigued, and I really need to get the first book moon phase is on the inside of the flap. So let's undress it. And, oh, I love how the font, the text is. So, yeah. I love simplistic covers as well. Like, put one picture on there and it just tells me 1,000 things about that could happen in this book. Like, this could be about, I'm guessing it could be around the Navajo Nation skinwalkers. That's my guess. I don't know. Oh, this is not a sword. This is a cross. Because the Native American belt or blanket thing is hiding the bottom. So this is not a sword. This is a cross. Huh. If you look at it, it's a cross. This video is so perfect. I was thinking, oh, this is a dumpster fire and I'm going to end up scrapping it. But I'm like finding things on my covers. The next book is like super freaking pretty in my opinion. And that is Zodiac by Romina Russell. And I just love all of the constellations and the zodiac symbols. And it says, beware the 13th sign. And this is book 1 in the series. And also the other covers for the rest of the series. It's just so freaking beautiful. Ugh. And on the back, it's got all the zodiac signs in a circle. Here's mine. I'm Sagittarius. And then here's my husband. He's a Gemini. Oh, that personality. And then Libra. And a Taurus. And Aquarius. This is just so great. And I love how it goes from dark to light to a darker color. It looks like a rainbow. And it's like a nebula. Like all the stars. And then you're hitting the planets. And then going into deep space. So, I absolutely love this. I need to read this soon. A book that is an Alcrate exclusive. I think this is the Alcrate exclusive. And that is Eliza and Her Monsters by Francesca Zappia. And I think this is the Alcrate exclusive because it's the girl and the boy are switched. I think. But I love how it's like a real photo holding a illustrated couple. And I love the paint on the girl's hands and how the yellow ties in with the blue green. It is just a perfect color combo, and how the paint matches, the paint colors on our hands matches the back, the color in the background. So yes, I have never been a big fan of illustrated covers because I think they're too childish in my opinion. But these two kids right here, they're just perfect. And then the back, it has like dragons in water, like Nessies. And then the moon in the horizon. Oh, it's very pretty. But one thing I do not like is the stars. I think they're just hidden. They're not big enough and your eyes just skim over them, in my opinion. Because my eyes are going to the yellow of the title and the illustrated couple in the hands. But the stars are not doing anything for this cover. They're just there, and I think it would be better if the stars were gone. Also, the little text bubbles or the text squares, it doesn't do anything for this cover, but it's very freaking pretty. Okay, 2 more books, and this one is a new book into the world that came out in January, and that is Lore by Alexandra Bracken. And I absolutely love the original. This is the original. I don't like any of the exclusives that have been put out into the world, especially the Owlcrate. They basically turned the whole thing black, and I did not like that. So, I think the white snakes on the white background just make the snakes pop even more. Along with the gold title, it just fits the mythology. Because every time I think of Greek and Roman mythology, I automatically think gold. And it's just perfect. The eye, very fucking creepy. But, and all of the snakes that are the same and some have fangs and then just some are chill. And one of my favorite Greek myths is Medusa. But yes, I can't wait to read this. It's one of my most anticipated releases of the year. And I also love how the back, it's got gold text. So let's just take the book, check it off. And also, the font is gold foil on white. So gold and white. Gold is not one of my favorite colors. I despise the color gold. But this last book on this list that has one of the most beautiful covers. I saw it in a Dollar Tree and I scooped it up. No idea what this book is about. It is called The Secrets of Solace by J. Johnson. And it's got a firefly or lightning bug. I live in the South. I call them fireflies. And so it's got a bug. I don't like bugs, but this bug is freaking beautiful. It is all blue. It's got blue wings. And it's got a blue body. And it's got all of these embossed lines and scrolls and curls and twirls. And it's just, it makes this beautiful and stand out. And it's got lightning bugs in the back. It's just freaking beautiful. And then on the back, it has a castle and 2 kids like fighting or protecting the castle with more bugs. I just love it. The gold on this too also fits because it's against a solid color. Put gold on a multitude of colors and it's just bad. But this and this just work because they're shiny. And I'm attracted to shiny things. Who isn't attracted to shiny things? But I just love how you run your finger across this and you can feel the embossed, or I think it's embossed, or like raised things. You know what I'm talking about. And it's also that on the bottom of that it's author of The Mark of the Dragonfly. This is also a sequel. So I don't know what the first book looks like, but obviously it's got a dragonfly on it. And once again, during the summer, dragonflies love my pool. So, yes. And it's all solid color, which I love. Solid colors are great. That is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed looking at some beautiful covers with me. If you want to see a part 2 of this video with me gushing about covers, let me know down in the comments. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you in my next video.